video I'm going to be showing / teaching you how to make some flapjacks. So I actually haven't made flapjacks in quite a long time, but every time I do, it's gone within one day. So I'm going to be showing you this recipe. I'm going to double it so there's a bit more, I'll read you out the original recipe, but bear in mind I will be doubling it. So all you're going to want to need is porridge oats, butter, golden syrup and light brown sugar. So I'm just going to get them out now. Okay, so all of the ingredients are out. In terms of bowls, I think I'm going to get a glass bowl and a normal mixing bowl, and you need scales, and I think it's tablespoons, and I think that's it. Okay, so the first step is you want to get your mixing bowl, place it on the scales, and you're going to want to measure out 250 of the oats. You can use porridge oats. On the recipe it does say jumbo porridge oats, but it doesn't really matter, as in the recipe it says put in a food processor, but I don't like doing that. I like doing what I'm doing now. So 250 of the oats, but since I'm doubling it, I'm going to be doing 500. Okay, so the oats are in here. Gosh, there's a lot in this bowl. We now want to just put this aside. So I shall put it over here. And now you're going to want to get your glass bowl, and you're going to want to add 125 grams of butter. It's very bright outside. Of butter, 125 of light brown sugar, and 2 or 3 tablespoons of golden syrup. It depends how gooey you want them. I like mine proper gooey, so I will probably put 3, or well, because I'm doubling it, I will then do 250 grams of butter, 250 of light brown sugar, and about 6 tablespoons of golden syrup. Also, I forgot to say, make sure that you've washed your hands before, and preferably tied your hair up, but because I'm just doing this kind of just for my family, I'm obviously being careful that no hair gets in the food, and also if you wanted to do this in a pan and then heat up on a hob or on a stove, you can. I just prefer using the microwave because I don't know, but I just prefer using the microwave. Okay, so now all the ingredients are in the bowl. I'm now going to put them in the microwave until, it doesn't really matter about the brown sugar, but mainly until the butter's melted and it's more of a liquid. Okay, so I've just taken it out of the microwave. There's still some clumps of butter, but because it's still warm, it's most likely going to melt the rest of the butter. But one thing that you can see here is how it's kind of split into layers, and that's fine, but I'm just going to mix it to try and get it all as one mixture, because that means that it's not butter then kind of like, not melted brown sugar, because I think brown sugar can melt, but it'll just be one thing all together. So I'm just going to do that until it forms, until it combines together, but I'm trying to be careful because it's obviously, the bowl is quite full up and I don't want to spill any on the countertop. Okay, so it's all mixed in. As you can see, it's a lot darker. It's a lot nicer than it was before. It's still quite warm, but that doesn't really matter too much. I now want to preheat the oven to either 200 degrees or 160 degrees if you have a fan oven, which I do. So I'm going to put mine 180 degrees fan or 200 degrees. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to grab the bowl of oats, and if you want to, you can keep the butter out and you can use it as almost like greasing on the tray, or you can use parchment paper, and I think I'll probably use parchment paper. But what we're going to do now is we're going to add this into the oats and just mix it until it's all combined. At first it may seem like, oh my gosh, the amount of oats compared to the amount of like butter and stuff does not seem right, but once you mix it and get going, it will be fine. So I'm now going to add it in. Okay, so it's all mixed in. Should kind of like this. If you can even see it like that. I'm now going to get out a tray, which I might have to do it in 2 trays. But you're going to want to get out a tray and either line it with parchment paper or put some butter on it, and you're going to want to pour this in and spread it out. Okay, so this is what my tray looks like. I've still got almost half the bowl left, so I'm going to put them in these cake ones. But I like mine, so you can see this isn't like a thick tray. I like mine a bit thinner because they get more gooey, so it just depends what you like. So either get some oven gloves or get an adult stick, but you now want to put it in the oven, and you're going to put it in for about 15 minutes once you put them in, and come back once they are golden brown. Okay, so it's out of the oven. You can see around the edges how it's golden brown. This bit will harden eventually and become gooey once it cools down. I've actually just taken out, and my second one, which you can barely see, is in there. I've given it 3 more minutes, and so I will be back once this is cooled down, maybe the other one's out, and I've cut it up. Okay, so I have cut them up. They're still not completely cool yet, and I think what you'll find is that they harden the more they cool, so they might think, oh my god, how is this going to stay intact? But once they cool, they harden up, so that's why you don't want to do them for any longer than 15 minutes, especially with these ones. For this one, which is still quite hot, I've just got it out of the oven. This is obviously still a bit squishy, but it should harden as it cools down. This one I'd probably say maximum of about 17, because this one's a bit thicker. You want to make sure it cooks all the way through. But for this one, which is thinner, you don't want to do any more than 15, because otherwise they'll be rock solid, which, unless you like them rock solid, I like mine. I like my Flapjacks gooey. But that is all for this video, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!